a reflection of grandeur, an abundance of scenery transcending imagination. Welcome to yet another exclusive episode of Uganda's biggest antelope sanctuary.
We bring to you the best from Uganda, the part of Africa.
As the sun rises, kissing the sky, we journey to the magical sensations of Western Uganda and our focal destination, Lake Mburo National Park. 75 kilometers off Uganda's capital, Kampala, on Mburo Road, it is Nabusanke Trading Center, indigenously meaning small parts. Although its name depicts a controversial theme, Nabusanke is famous for its mythical tales. It is the imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal parts, the northern and southern hemisphere. This particular setup stands north and south of the white circular monument that marks the equator. According to the 2000 survey, the length of the equator has been accurately measured by geographers and surveyors to 40,075,035.535 meters, with an average temperature ranging from 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Standing on this narrow black strip, one can comfortably say that they are standing on latitude 0 degrees. And at this point, one is approximately equidistant from both the north and south hemispheres. It is believed that standing at the equator, your body weight will anomalously reduce by 3%.
21st March and 23rd September, those what we call equatorial equinoxes days. That's when the sun rises and sets directly above the equator line. So at this point on the line, as I'm standing on the line, before midday you are shadowless. You can't see your shadow because that's where the sun is straight above your head. And then they say that if you are here, as I'm standing on the line, I weigh now 3% less because you are spinning faster about the Earth's axis.
This is the time when the sun, in its seasonal movement through the sky, passes directly over the equator. Here, water pours down the plug hole at its base in different directions depending on which hemisphere it is placed. If at the northern hemisphere, water spins anti-clockwise, and at the southern hemisphere, it spins clockwise. If poured from the equator, the water does not whirl, but drops straight down.
Here there is no movement, you go direct.
The experiment costs 5,000 shillings for an individual and 10,000 shillings for a group. Whilst here, if you don't pick up a souvenir at a craft shop, then your tourist experience is done in 10 minutes. The Equator Craft Village looks like a neater, quieter version of one of those highway stopovers. Like is famously said of travel being good in retrospect, the Equator experience seemed to be sweeter combined with the beautiful art pieces like jewelry, handbags and gourds, the typical African cups. Our exhibition continues 30 kilometers. it is a welcome of zealous vendors in Lukaya village. If you haven't seen stiff competition before, this dramatic scene will give you a glimpse of what it really looks like. Several sticks of roasted beef, chicken, and the locally known gonja sold by nearly all the vendors. Fortunately, most travelers, especially to further west, find this a convenient spot to grab a bite, as there are no more nearby stopovers. It's a beguiling episode, but not exactly our pick of the day. Are you in the mood to unravel more mystery? Well, 16 kilometers south of Ishaka, the Chitagata hot springs lie. Formed as a result of geological processes, the springs translate to mean boiling water. The bubbling geysers are believed to hold curative chemical properties, including calcium, considered a body restoration component. Chitagata is a vernacular word meaning warmth. Depending on whether the ailment is internal or external, the healing waters can either be bathed or drank. Claims are that there is no single disease, be it a skin rash, fever, joint pains or cancer, among others, that cannot be cured at the Chitagata hot spring. Just like a referral hospital, here both men and women, young and old, strip half naked in honor of these waters. The hot spring attracts many visitors who throng the area to experience the curing power of the water that bubbles. According to guides here, the hot springs are recommended for morning sessions since the heat increases during the course of the day as the water gets hotter and uncomfortable for bathing.
Mushuija wo hendekire wano horwa maguru brindora yona bwena akwenyo gantambire ndora stara ze bwena zumbu kampende kire kifuba bambunga byari mbeni mfurugwa maguru kumara imyaka 2 kuna biri Chitagata nakira.
After traveling for at least 5 hours, we finally reach our destination, Lake Mburo National Park. With only 260 square kilometers, Lake Mburo National Park is an open plain of undulating acacia grasslands and marshes covering a territory of 1,220 meters to 1,828 meters above sea level. Tales have it here that decades ago, the valley occupied by this lake was formerly an agricultural land for two brothers, Chigarama and Mburo. The two brothers lived in the Rizi River Valley. One night, Chigarama dreamed that they were in great danger and urged his younger brother to take refuge with him up in the hills. But Mburo ignored the advice. The Rizi flooded the valley and Mburo was drowned. The lake was named after the drowned brother, while the hills bear the name of the brother who was saved. One of the most popular activities here is the motorboat trip on the lake, which departs from Ronyo campsite starting early morning. A bonus to the pleasure of the water cruise is the most alluring scenic spots of the park, offering visitors a variety of wildlife, including crocodiles, which you will find on the shores of the lake and submerged like a log in the water. Hippopotamuses and a variety of birds are also spotted. Lake Mburo National Park is blessed with a number of birds which vary from wetland birds, savanna birds and forest birds. In Rubanga Forest alone, over 40 bird species have been recorded, while the fringing swamps, lakes and wetlands possess over 60 specialist water birds. Therefore, visitors interested in bird watching should not forget their birding equipment. Renowned for harboring unique animal species not easily found elsewhere in Uganda, Lake Mburo National Park is the only haven in Uganda that abets a big population of impala, the princely animal for which Kampala is named. No wonder it's the first animal to welcome you while entering the park's divides. Distinct from Uganda cobs, at a weight of 100 to 135 pounds, the impala will stand 36 inches tall with large brush-like tufts of long, coarse black hair covering a scent gland above the heel on each hind leg. Other antelope species here include topi, hartebeests, the common duiker, oribi, bushbuck, Difasa waterbuck, and Bohor reedbuck. The habitat also harbors numerous Burchell's zebra. At first glance, zebras in a herd might all look alike, but their stripe patterns are as distinctive as fingerprints are in man. Scientists can identify individual zebras by comparing patterns, stripe widths, color, and scars. Research has it that a zebra's stripes not only aid in withstanding intense solar radiation but also create some sort of camouflage understood to be a disruptive coloration that breaks up their body outline. This is perfect camouflage, especially in the night when their predators are most active. Unravel the mystery that surrounds it. The life that touches the soul. The cultures that teach us about who we are. It's the beauty that astounds African heritage and give birth to a variety of lifestyles yet retain the African look and character. Who We Are, the series that will take you to the heart of Ugandans and explore its most valuable treasures like never seen before.